Being in Japan for the last 2 weeks has really been an eye-opening experience for me, being half Japanese, half black, because of the way they treat foreigners here. And I can kind of get it, like, you're in your own country, you're around your own people, and you don't have time to be bothered with other. However, I've noticed that they treat different foreigners differently. And there's this, like, fairy tale image of Japan that many foreigners have when they come over here. And I think it really depends on what race you are based on the perspective that it is. I speak Japanese. They tell you that, oh, when you come over here, learn the language, yada, yada, yada. My mother's Japanese. She speaks Japanese to me. I speak Japanese to her. I speak Japanese to these people, and I will tell them Nihongo Daijobu, and they still proceed to speak English to me. I don't understand that part. It's like you guys are saying you want us to speak it, but then when we do, you shy away from it. I'm not understanding that part. Like, make that make sense. And it's just like, it's really frustrating because I've had several incidents already while I was here. And I've noticed that last year when I was with my mom, the disposition was a lot different because my mother is Japanese, and I think that they seen that I am with her. So she's somewhat of a mitigation to that because she can kind of stop that dead in its track. However, when I'm just me by myself, I'm with my sister. I traveled here with my sister, and I'm hanging out with my brother who's in the Navy, and we're just getting around, and they do not the passive aggressiveness out here, and me being so pro-black, it's I don't let it slide, because when I see other black people that come here, they have like this fantasy view of Japan, and they know they experience racism too. They know they experience the slick shit, but they sit up here and make excuses for them. Don't nobody got time for that. We're all human beings. You treat each other as human beings. I don't give a damn about who's different and all of that. None of that. I don't care where you come from. We're all people at the end of the fucking day. And for them to act like you're not even a person is what pisses me the fuck off about being in Japan, dealing with Japanese people. Literally. So yeah, I'm gonna have to tell my mom all about this because I just can't deal. But I don't want to discourage anybody from coming out here. Just don't have like a fairy tale view of what it is out here, because I did have a conversation with my sister, and I was like, you know what? They don't like us, but you know what? They don't even like themselves. So how can I even be mad at that? However, that's still the most to be dealing with. Like, I don't have time for that, because we all have emotions. We all have feelings, and the feelings be feeling, and the shit that they do to me personally, it makes my blood boil. Like the other day, I was in the store at Uniqlo, and I told him, dozo, and he literally shoos me out of the way. I was taken back. Yesterday, we were in Osaka, and we went into a restaurant. Restaurant empty. Oh, reservation only. Now, they are notorious for pulling that type of shit. They like to have signs out that's written in different languages saying there's no room, yada, 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 in English and in Chinese or whatever other language it is. But in Japanese, it says, if you can read this, you can come in. What kind of shit is that? And then two, don't even ask for an English menu because the prices are different. It's a whole bunch of fuck shit going on. Like, I understand pricing the tourists a little bit more. Like, I get all that, but the amount of discrimination that goes on out here and just people just let it slide is absolutely unacceptable. Like, Japan is on a decline, and they have the nerve and the audacity to move the way that they move, like they can afford to be acting like this. I can't deal. I cannot.